We're the longest-running beer podcast in the Pacific Northwest. Why wouldn't they be listening to us?
So many different beers! I got you something really good and really delicious.
Oh my God.
You listen to the Brew Happy show, so do I. Do it.
It's not about the beer. It's about the beer.
Oh, yeah, that's Brew Happy.
That's right, it is Brew Happy. This is the Brew Happy show. I'm the voice of beer, and this week we are at Double Mountain in North Portland.
Yes, we are.
Of course, as always, I'm with JP the Champion,
There you go.
and we got the Green Goddess Botanic here with us today.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here at Double Mountain. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. In
Yeah.
the Overlook
Yeah, enjoy.
neighborhood.
Yeah, we are in the Overlook neighborhood. Yeah, it's a great little spot. It's a hop, skip, and a jump from JPR Studios, and we like this. We like this place. We gotta give a shout out to Dave, the bartender,
There we go.
and the rest
Cheers.
of the staff here at Double Mountain. If you guys ever need great beer, pizza, or cider, this is the place to go. Since 2007, Double Mountain Brewery and Cidery has served the Hood River and Pacific Northwest communities by offering great beer, cider, and pizza for all to enjoy.
Their pizza's so good.
And it is really good pizza.
They had, I mean, I know we've talked about this a million times before, but seasonally, during heirloom tomato season,
Oh, my God.
they have a pizza with literal huge heirloom tomato slices on it, and it's amazing.
We came here and had that like 3 times.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was great.
It really was.
We had to have it until we were tired of it. And I don't think we actually hit that mark.
I don't
we just,
think I got tired of it.
I don't think we did actually get tired of it. There was just too many other things to eat as well. You know, you can only eat so much pizza before your body says, maybe I want a burger or a salad
I've
or a
actually
rice bowl.
never had their sandwiches, but they look really good too. And
Oh,
then
they
their
are.
salads are so good here. They've got a really good Caesar salad I like.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got really good beer.
they
which,
do.
Which is a good segue into what we're drinking.
That is correct. I got the tap list right here. I am drinking the stout beer, the Black Irish Stout, on nitro. It's delicious,
It
as
looks
always.
like a Dublin-style dry stout.
Yeah, it is, and it's something that I get here in the colder months every single time. Double Mountain just makes a really good stout. Normally, I get the Kolsch, which is also on tap here. I love
their
that they have the
Kolsch is super
Kolsch
good.
year round. It's friggin' awesome.
I almost got that tonight.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, of course, in the colder months, I'm gonna head to the darker end of the menu.
Yeah, it says it's a dark, creamy, full roast aroma and beautifully bitter. It pours on nitro with a thick, luscious head that cascades to the finish.
Yeah, and it
Yummy.
weighs in at only 4.4%. So, it's not exactly sessionable, but it's also not
I
gonna.
mean, I think that's pretty low
Yeah.
in terms of ABV.
Yeah. It's you can still drive home after after an hour or so. So you get a little beer, a little food, and have a nice time with your friends. It's a great plan as far as I'm concerned. And
Yeah.
for us, it's in the neighborhood. We could actually walk here.
Yeah, we totally
Yes,
should.
you can.
What are you drinking, JP?
I'm drinking the Iowa Bar Fight, which is a
Okay.
It's a IPA, 6.4%, 65 IBUs. It's an
Wow.
American IPA. It's a collaboration between Double Mountain and Hood River and Solera Brewery in Parkdale.
Oh, my
which
God,
is really close to Hood River.
We love all those places. I love
Yeah.
Solera.
Look at that. So it's very nice. It's a nice, balanced IPA. Very good.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna have to do a prost for Solera just because you said the word Solera.
I know, we
Solera.
love them. They have the best view of Mount Hood, truly.
Yeah,
Yes, they
one
do.
of the best hidden little breweries in the Mount Hood area. If you ever get a chance, they have good sandwiches. It's not a big menu, but they do make really good beer, and you can't beat the view. You're basically sitting at the edge of an orchard with
my.
Mount Hood just staring down at you.
You know when last time I was there?
What?
Last time I was at Solera Brewery was July 16th, 2016.
Oh my God, we're going.
Good God, I've been there
Yes,
more
we
recently
have.
than that.
Yes, we
yeah.
have.
That's a long
We
time
should
ago.
go.
I think we went there last
Yes.
year.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
we go like once a year at least.
Well, see, I used to drive places. Now I fly.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Do your arms get tired?
No, you know why? I drink a lot of Red Bull
Oh, okay.
because it gives me wings.
Wait, do you actually like Red Bull?
No, that would
No, I
kill
don't
me.
either.
Wow, yeah, that's
I'd get an ulcer. I'd get high blood pressure. I'd have problems.
well. I mean,
But it still gives you wings.
in low doses, it's good stuff,
we go.
but it's not great for your kidneys overall.
No.
Most of those energy drinks will tear up your
Gotta be
kidneys.
young for that.
Yeah.
Believe
Well,
it,
you know,
man.
people have their vices. People have their things.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Sigrazzi, which is an Italian Pilsner.
Oh,
And it's a collab, too, with Loyal Legion.
Oh, right
Oh.
on. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
We like Loyal Legion.
Yeah, agreed. So it says it's 4.7 ABV, and it's pretty low on the IBU, only at 25, which is good because that's so up my alley.
Yeah.
And then it says this one lets the wildflowers and fresh bread take the head of the table, finishing crisp, clean, and zesty with a pleasant bitterness. It's so good.
Nice. Yeah.
Mi scusi.
Scusi,
Una barita?
scusi. Yeah. Well, I don't know many Italian words. Bafangul comes to mind, but
Bafangul.
yeah, my dad used to say that a lot. I'm not sure what it means, but
This
he
is,
usually would say it when he'd like stub his toe on stuff or when he
This
was
one,
working
try
on the
these.
car.
This one's good. It says, "Excuse me, another beer, please."
I know an Italian word.
Scusi,
Milan.
una birra, so grazie.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah. It's I had to learn a little bit of a Latin when I did A&P, so
Oh, nice. Yeah, I feel like the
college.
biggest, most important word in the repertoire is espresso. As long
Oh, there you
as you
go.
can say
Espresso.
you want a coffee, then you are good.
espresso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course gelato.
Yeah. Do not say espresso. That's
No,
not,
you will be dead
there's,
to us.
There's no X. That's not how it's said. Yeah. Well,
So, yeah, we got a good lineup of beer on the table, that's for sure.
yeah. You want to talk a little bit more about the rest of the menu?
Oh, sure. That's a good idea.
So you gotta love the Perry cider, which is a pear cider. They it's something to be said for a well-made cider, and that's usually their go-to if you're gonna get one of their ciders. Double Mountain Brewery and Cidery is.
They have a lot of cider on tap,
Yeah,
actually.
they're known for their beer mainly in our circles, but I think Ryan would appreciate us mentioning the ciders if
Yeah.
Well, they're
if he
from
were
Hood
here.
River too, and they grow a lot of apples in Hood River.
That makes
Tons of
sense.
orchards out there. So
Yes.
yeah, it totally makes sense. It's the menu is indicative of the area that that they're founded in.
The dry Perry, or what did you call it? The dry cider or the little Martha?
The Perry is a dry cider. Yeah.
Oh, the Perry. Okay. Yeah. So there's a couple that are kind of more on that tannic,
Mm-hmm.
slightly tart, kind of phenolic vibe.
Okay.
Like the little Martha is an English Perry.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it's a clean pear cider.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah. And then there's the apple and pear cider called Maybelline.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at that.
Yep. And then there's Little Ice, which is an apple cider with, let's see, it's like it's being left out in the snow.
Oh.
They left apples out to freeze
Oh my
on
goodness.
Christmas.
Okay.
And then they made cider out of it
I
with
guess
the
that's
Little Ice.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Sounds like an accident to me.
and then they got a rose cider.
They didn't
Yeah.
mean to, but
The rose dry cider with muscat grapes and honeysuckle.
Yeah.
And then the Adeline, a blackberry cider.
Huh.
So they got like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7.
Bunch.
7
yeah,
ciders on
yeah.
tap.
For
That's
you,
a lot.
Yeah, for you cider lovers out there, you gotta check this place out. Double
they're-
Mountain, it delivers.
Yeah. Oh, do they?
And they have no, I don't mean delivers to your door. I mean they deliver
Oh.
cider to
high
your table.
quality product.
High quality
deliver
product.
the
Yeah,
product.
yeah. They
Okay,
deliver
okay,
the product. They bring it. Is
They
I
bring
guess
it.
what I'm trying to say. But yeah, they have a Tahoma Cove Creek that I'm really interested in, And if you are not of the drinking alcohol persuasion, for you NA crowd out there, the teetotalers, we have the O-Man root beer, which I think they probably also make
And
themselves.
here, there's also the Bitburger, which is a non-alcoholic Pilsner.
The Bitburger, yes.
Bitburger.
Yeah, you got to love some Bitburger. That is probably one of the best non-alcoholic beers I've ever had in my life. So
That's cool.
that's always a good standby if you're just trying to, match the crowd, but not the ABV.
Yeah, then the lineup here is the Kolsch. Then there's the Vaporizer, dry hopped pale ale.
They're famous for their vaporizer.
The IRA, India Red Ale.
That one too. They've been doing that one since the beginning.
The Hop Lion IPA.
Yeah. Yep. You gotta love that.
Juicy, clearly not hazy IPA.
Oh yes.
Turn the Haze, hazy IPA.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. JP?
No.
Okay. Yeah, me neither.
Jiro, Japanese lager.
Oh yes, I've had that tons of times. Lots of times when I come here, I have the Giro.
There you go.
The Flying Nun, Belgian Pale.
I've had that. I haven't had it recently, but yeah, you know what? It is Belgian season. I don't know why I haven't had any Belgians recently. I need to step it up. I'm not representing.
The Fun Faust, Vienna lager.
Oh.
That sounds good. I wonder if that's really still on.
Yeah, I do like.
I don't know if I saw that up there. Because it says it's got a touch of honey and toffee, and that sounds so good.
I think every brewery should have a Vienna lager on
want
draft.
that.
Oh.
And then we've got the Boctopus, which is a Bock.
What?
Yes, that's the next one I'm getting.
Nice.
Okay, all right.
That's sitting a little higher on the ABV at 7.1.
Okay,
I think that's the highest one on the other than cider.
Wow. No, they don't have any double stouts or anything, huh?
No imperial stouts or anything like that. At least not today.
And
They
that's
might.
the season. It is the season for imperial stouts.
It is the season. They might have some in the cooler, but I'm not sure.
They might in bottles.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we got some pretzel bites on the table for the moment, and we might get something a little bit later. But we always recommend that you get the food here. We already told you about the pizza and the sandwiches, but the appetizer menu is just as appealing. So always come in and grab a snack with your beer. It'll make the evening so much more delightful.
Also, on Mondays, they have trivia.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Thank you so much for reminding me. I have the guy's information.
It seems really fun. Okay, so
David Gesford.
possibly the theme changes because right now I hear a lot of questions about the Eagles who won the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. So it's very, very sports happy over there in the other room.
Oh, shit. I'd be able to kill that then.
I mean,
Yeah.
you literally would murder it.
Yeah,
JP.
yeah. Whatever the prize is, you'd be sweeping the floor with these people. But yeah, more fun. It's probably more fun for them with you not being in that room.
Give them a little chance at winning, JP.
Yeah. Give the other people a chance to win. You're always good at winning.
There we go. Hey, that Japanese rice lager was what Ryan had last time he was here.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on. Yeah.
How about that? That was where the hell did that guy go?
Oh, we miss him.
Yeah, he's probably watching wrestling with his daughter in his
That was
lap.
you know what that was?
What?
When we were here last?
God, maybe 6 months ago.
February 5th, 2024.
Oh my God, it has not been almost a year.
Oh, a hair over a year.
Well, since we've done the show, we've definitely
We
been
did
in
the
for a
show, yeah.
pizza, but
I'm just saying, since we did the show.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, over the summer, I came to just pick up a pizza, and Terry and her husband and some friends were sitting out front
Aw.
from the Pink Boot Society.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
wow.
Yeah, we love
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry Ferendorf is a really good friend of ours and of the show, and we really admire all the hard work that she has done with the Pink Boot Society and representing women in craft beer. And we'll probably play her commercial on the show. But it's a really great organization, and it's for professional women in the brewing industry, and it's a really great way to help people get scholarships. So, yeah,
I think that's a really good segue to talk about She Brew coming up.
Oh, you are correct. Amundo. That is, we need to get Jen and Jeremy on the show to talk about
Yeah,
that. Maybe
and maybe
next week
Shannon Scott.
or the week after. Yeah, Shannon
Oh,
Scott.
yeah, coming up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming up.
It's coming up. It's Saturday.
They should have been here. They live close.
Oh,
I
my
know.
goodness.
What's wrong with you?
We didn't extend the invitation. We really should have.
Yeah, we should have, but we were doing a bunch of plant stuff today, the last few days.
Well, that's why you don't plan stuff the day of. You
I
plan
know.
Stuff the week before. They should be planning next Monday, tomorrow. Even though we know where we're going
We had to hit the ground running. We actually do know where we're going next Monday.
Yes,
we're
we do.
Yeah, we're going to be at Function PDX in
Northwest. 919.
Oh yeah.
Northwest 23rd Street.
Yeah.
Love that
23rd
place.
Avenue.
But tell us about She Brew, B.
So it's on Saturday, March 8th, and this is the 10th year that She Brew has been going on. So
big
it's
1-0.
a really huge deal that it's the 10th year. It's a decade of bold brews and breaking barriers.
Yes.
So I'm really excited. I've already signed up to volunteer for 2 shifts, and they just sent out an email today for the previous volunteers to sign up again. So I'm certain if you want to sign up to volunteer, there are still tons of shifts available. I'm more of a night owl, so I signed up for the later options. But you can volunteer and support since it's turning 10 years old. They really need a crew of craft beer champions to help make this the best year yet. So you can get free entry into the festival.
Oh, yeah.
You can try beers. And it's really, really fun to be a part of the volunteer team. Now, if you are a part of the earlier shift, you might be working some of the setup.
Yeah.
And then I volunteered to start at 2.
Oh, okay.
So there's 3 shifts available. I signed up to start at 2 to 5:30, and then I volunteered for the later night shift starting at 5:30 to 9.
Okay.
So I'll probably be part of the teardown crew because that's kind of more of I just like the later nights.
Yeah, that is more your speed.
Yeah. So from 2 to 9, I'm not sure if they're going to accept all of the things that I put in, because I'm more of an open book for that day, but you guys should totally sign up and volunteer.
Yeah, you're right. I probably should volunteer this year.
Saturday, March 8th.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on with my weekend schedule here coming soon. But yeah, I've been. I need to get off my duff and go down there and help those folks out.
Yeah, you can sign up online.
Yeah, and I mean, free beer. So, what's not to like about that? Some of the best beer in town. So yeah, we got a lot of cool things going on in the Brewniverse, but we're going to talk about that after the break. First, I want to thank all of our listeners for tuning in wherever podcasts are found. Thank you so much. We do appreciate your patronage. You can show your appreciation with some stars and some likes and some hitting the subscribe button, and tell a friend about the Brew Happy show. We'd really appreciate it if you'd let your tap room know or your local pub know about the Brew Happy show, and let us know on social media what it is you're drinking and where you're drinking it and what you like about it. We're always interested in the next brew for you, so tell us what makes you brew happy, and we'll talk about you on the show. And if you want to help us keep the show alive, we sure could use the financial support. You can reach out on patreon.com/brewhappy. And for as little as $1, you can help us keep the lights on and the gas in the tank. And at the $5 level, we kind of interact with you a little bit more. We'll send you stickers and maybe a T-shirt. We'll invite you to the Thanksgiving party that we have every once a year. And we'll definitely be thanking you on the show, and that'll help us pay for the hosting fees and stuff like that. Microphones, cables, SD cards. Those things go bad after a while, so we always got to replace stuff. And if you have a business that you'd like to hear about on the show, whether you're involved in the craft brewing industry or not. Maybe you own a dog grooming store, but you just really like craft beer. We'll talk about it. At the $25 level, we'll promote your business, and we'll talk about you and our friends at Lazy Days Brewing and Paul Cigars and
Green Goddess Botanic.
And Green Goddess Botanic. So, those are all great local businesses that we love to support. Paul Cigars has 3 convenient locations, and Lazy Days also now has 3 locations as well. So learn more about them on the show as we talk more later this month. And hopefully we can get another show going over at Lazy Days. They're doing trivia on Monday nights as well. So and they're usually using the Sky Lounge now. So that's really great that they're making use of the space. If you guys want to come down to Double Mountain and use the room here, also it's a really great place. Actually, we came in right behind the Fire on the Mountain crew, which I gotta say, they have some of the best wings in all of Portland. And they're founded by people that are actually from Buffalo, New York. So you get the story, you get the lore,
Spicy peanut sauce.
and you get the spicy peanut sauce. That's what JP likes. I get it each time too, and I also get the habanero raspberry habanero sauce. I like to do the half and half.
What I've been doing lately is getting the dry rub.
Oh.
Right, and then getting the sauce on the side.
Okay.
So then you get it all dry rub, then you dip it in the sauce.
Ah.
So you get
that sounds
both
good.
things. You get the dry rub and the spicy peanuts.
All right, I see what you're doing there, JP.
I'm a Buffalo hot girl.
You're a
myself.
Buffalo hot girl?
Yeah, I need the hot.
She likes the classic sauce.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone the extra hot before, and it's too much for me, I
What?
think.
Well.
But there's a huge difference between the hot and the extra hot.
Yeah, baby.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Let's. You know what? Since we're talking about Fire on the Mountain, let's give them a prost. We love those guys so
we
much.
sure do.
They feed us so often after
We
the
used
show.
to go every week. It
Almost.
was like a Monday night tradition.
It was like a ritual, but yeah, we.
Very first time I ever went to Fire on the Mountain was with you two.
I'm so glad.
Fried pickles. And their tots, and every once in a while we would get dessert, and it'd be like a fried Twinkie or a fried Oreo.
Oh yeah. Sometimes they have some crazy stuff on the menu, and you're
If
just
you're
like,
looking for
what?
a gut bomb, that's cheat night.
Hey,
It's that night.
hey, yeah, but nothing's wrong with wings any time of day. Any time of day or night, I'll have me some wings.
Also, I usually get a salad, and it's really good.
They have great salads there, yeah.
They do.
Yeah, the chicken salads. All right, well, I think we're going to go to break. I am going to play a little bit of a commercial from the Double Mountain Brewery's website, and it's just a little bit about what they do and why they do it, and sustainability. So we're going to be talking to you guys in just a little bit, right after these messages from our friends in the brewing industry. Cheers.
The thing about Hood River and the place where we live, it's such a beautiful environment, and people love to be outside. It's a magical place. And we love being a part of that, and we feel a responsibility for it, which is what guides us to make the decisions that we do. Our next crisis as a country, as a world, is the climate crisis. Governments, individuals, businesses all have to take steps forward to make effective change, and I want to be part of that. I want to be a leader in that process. In every country I've been in, a refillable, returnable bottle is standard, and it's such a magical way to use the most sustainable container that uses the least amount of carbon. And so we had an opportunity, like, why not put beer in a returnable bottle? Nobody's doing it. Everybody's going to say I'm crazy, but why not? We get to make our own rules. If you go back 15 years, recycling was the bomb. Really, the current scientific analysis is, yeah, don't take stuff straight to the landfill. If you can recycle it, that's cool. But if you can reuse it, that is the most effective way.
It's not about the beer. It's about the beer.
This is Warren Wills of craftbeerscribe.com, and you're listening to The Brew Happy Show.
All right, we're back. So yeah, that was Matt Swihart that you just heard on that little commercial segment. He's always very knowledgeable when it comes to the brewing industry, and he's always looking for ways to make the brewing operations and the things that they do sustainable. So I think their bottle program is really cool, really interesting, and it used to be a mainstay in this country back in the day. So like everybody was using glass and using and reusing glass. So it's a really great way to keep people coming in through the door and have a positive impact on the environment. So when you support Double Mountain, that's that's one of the cool things about supporting a small local business like this.
When they talk about returnable and reusable bottles, are they talking about growlers?
Yeah, that is definitely, back in the day when people were still using them a lot more. So yeah, that's definitely one of them.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I think I had like 2 or 3 Double Mountain growlers when I was first collecting them.
I remember.
Yeah,
seeing
but
that.
eventually I had to purge my. I just had too much glassware, and I had to purge all my growlers. I still have a couple of steel ones left, but yeah,
I think they donated them somewhere.
we did. We donated them to. We raffled a few of them off, and then we donated a couple to. I don't remember. Actually, it was. God, that was over 3 years. I think that was even before COVID.
I'm not entirely sure.
Some event somewhere. I
But
think.
growlers are cool. I
Yeah.
mean, okay, so the plant shop I work at in Beaverton, there's kombucha on tap.
Oh, yet another brew.
Yeah, and so it's pretty cool. It's inspiring to see
Yeah.
people bringing their growlers in and filling up the growlers rather than the plastic single-use cups. Although we do quite a fair share of those too, but it's pretty cool. People bringing in their own, glassware to fill.
Yeah. Another cool thing that I want to mention about Double Mountain, they have coming up is let's see, they got Sundays. They do brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's at their Hood River Tap Room and Brewery. I don't know if they do that at this one here. I'm just reading off their website. And then they have Just Clark and Company, Thursday, February 13th. Oh, that's coming up. That's at 6 p.m. That's going to be at their Woodstock Tap Room. That's here in town, down in Southeast. And then coming up on Valentine's Day, they're doing a party for the single and broken-hearted on February 14th. That's this Friday. So that's going to be, if you don't have someone to pair up with, or maybe, I don't know, maybe if you do have someone to pair up with, are they going to kick you out? I don't. I doubt it, but if you're, it looks like they're doing some single ready to mingle action over here at Double Mountain. For those of you that don't have someone to pair up with for the Day of Love.
Day of love.
Yeah. Let's see what else they got going on here. I'm going to click their little link here.
How convenient it's Friday.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is on Friday. That's better than average day.
Do you guys celebrate?
No.
Yeah, we don't really either.
Yeah. Well, we're already so much in love.
Yeah.
But I was planning on making you a little something.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. A little dinner planned.
That's thoughtful.
Yeah. Sometimes, flowers and dinner can be just as romantic as,
bottle of oil.
What? Wait, what?
Are you talking about like
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
cooking oil or
No.
other personal oils?
Personal oils?
Skin oil.
Skin.
Oh.
Yes, those are personal oils. How did what?
Well, that's coming straight from the champion.
Yeah, that's okay.
Valentine's Day.
Well, yeah. Well,
Slide off.
yeah. If you can always go to, what was, was it that Taboo video?
Store.
Yeah, remember
Oh,
they had
yeah.
Foreman show where I met you?
Oh, yeah.
They were always giving out a $5 gift card to
That's
Taboo
right, we
video.
were.
What could you even buy with $5?
Personal oils.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
That's about the only thing you can get there for only $5. The $5 is supposed to encourage you to like get something else
in
while you're
there.
there. Yeah, to go in there and like get some lingerie for your lady or
Toys.
or some sort of
Toys that need batteries.
yeah, whatever. Anyways, it is an adult show, but I mean, it's not really about. That's not.
We were just
that's
talking
not
about
really-
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, it's
You
Valentine's
brought it
Day.
up.
Yeah, did I?
Yes.
Oh, dang it!
I didn't say
Yeah.
anything about
Also
Valentine's
Back to the beer.
a couple years ago,
Uh-huh.
actually, I did a class with Freeland Spirits
Oh.
on Valentine's Day.
That's right. I remember
Yeah,
that.
because it was about floral arranging
Yes.
and bouquet arranging, and so I provided all the flowers.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. The
Well,
people that ended up coming,
Yeah,
it was great. It
that
was
was
like
a-
such good vibes.
That was a lot to put together.
It was
Yeah.
a huge amount of work.
Yeah.
On the Freeland side, they learned how to make 2 cocktails.
Okay.
And then on my side, we learned how to arrange a bouquet of flowers.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next year we'll get ahead of that and try to do that again, something like that with them again. It'd be nice to do I like doing collabs with Freeland. They're great.
Yeah, totally. Me too. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
But
They're
it's
like the best. I mean,
but
talk
it's a-
about like, other than maybe, because I think Straight Away
Yeah.
with Jen, I think they do some really killer cocktails too.
Yeah, they do.
But I really like Freeland because it's all female owned and operated,
Mhm.
and there's got such an amazing team of people, and they have a new location in Bend.
Oh,
and
yeah.
at the Portland Airport.
Oh yeah, and they have that they have that event room right next door to their head location over
Yeah.
there in Northwest.
Yeah, it's so I'm not exactly doing the classes stuff at
Okay.
the moment.
Yeah,
I'm really
I know.
needing to take a step back from classes because I've got so much on my plate with
I
over
know.
20 clients now
Yeah.
in my small business. So it's really the type of thing that I need to be able to hire somebody to do the maintenance in order for me to focus on bigger projects.
Oh my goodness.
So that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm trying to figure out how to scale so that I can do the more fun, interesting things that kind of appeal to me.
Yeah.
But I am doing a market for Earth Day this
Oh,
year with
wow.
Winery Lane Collective.
Okay.
Yes.
There's another brew.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Winery Lane Collective. How they doing?
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, the pretty planty tap room and a beautiful bed and breakfast on the property too. It's the original family, the original Ponzi family estate. And so the grapes that are on the property were planted in 1969
Oh my goodness.
by their grandfather. And then they've just been cultivated so beautifully over the years. And the next generation were living in the house and running the vineyard tasting room under the name Hammaker. And then recently, the next generation, so this is 3rd generation now, they're running a bed and breakfast out of the original estate. And they have Winery Lane Collective
Wow.
on the property for
Yeah.
wine tasting.
That sounds like they got a lot of cool stuff going
Hey,
on.
it's such a cool property. I mean, it's talk about like the most peaceful place on the planet. And it was on the cover of the Portland magazine,
Oh wow.
Portland Weekly or something. They because they built a sauna
Oh.
out of like a huge
sauna?
barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a big butt barrel? Well,
Bigger.
That's what they're called. A big giant barrel is called a
Sure.
bug. Or
I
bigger than
have
that,
no
I think, is
idea.
a hogshead.
No.
Or is that
no,
is that
Hogshead's
smaller?
a small one.
Small one is the
Hogshead's
hogshead.
the 55-gallon one.
That's right. Okay.
Well, it was on the cover of that magazine. I have a copy of it, and they have a whole bunch of copies at their place. But yeah, it talks all about their sauna and gorgeous, beautiful compound of beautiful plants, and they're growing their own things. And man, it's such an inspiring place to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be an Earth Day market out there with them this year.
That's pretty
It's coming
cool.
up the week of April 22nd. I think it's I need to double check the date, but I think it's on the 26th. But we can talk about that more like next week as we get closer.
Okay, right on. Oh, you were talking about She Brew earlier. The ladies of Freem Brewing, they did something special for their 10 year. They did a ginger peach wit, and that's going to be at the festival. So, and they are reminding you that tickets are going fast. So, make sure you get some. Let's see, and then.
Is it Festival of Dark Arts this weekend?
Festival of Dark Arts is
It's Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh my God, it's going to be so off the hook, but we're not going to be able to go because it's just impossible to get tickets. They sell out in like 24 hours.
I think it's like just a lot of coordination. You know, you have a place you need to stay.
Yeah, there's that.
You know, because it's a big, bold, dark beer festival.
And
so
I do not want to have to drive after that.
No, but there are alternate ways. Like there's shuttles that'll take you there from Portland. Like, yeah, I've heard of there's like tour companies that'll take you up that way. And then Jen and Jeremy were telling us that there's this really cool bed and breakfast that they stay in up there every year.
Okay.
And so it's just a matter of being proactive and booking it far in advance so that you can participate.
That does
because
sound.
everything books up really quickly.
Yeah, that does sound like a really good idea. And then let's see, we got for Valentine's Day, we have Oakshire is doing a tag your Valentine beer thing. Oh, what is this thing doing here? Valentine's Day, they're sharing the love with the bottles of their heart-shaped box. So they have like basically a packaged box,
A gift box of beer?
Yes, thank you. A gift box of beer. So it's their heart-shaped box. It's 2 bottles, so one for you and one for your partner. And it's only $40. So, you got to check them out.
Yeah, their beers are real boozy, real dark, real barrel-aged usually. And
Oh,
so you
yeah.
might not be able to open both in one night.
Yeah. Another thing that's really cool that's going on that we really like, we love Threshold Beer. They're over in the Montevilla neighborhood. And they are, oh my God, this has been a long time in the coming. So, but they have a cask machine now. So they've had people go in there before and ask if they have anything on cask. And so for 6 years they've been trying to get themselves a nice little cask machine going, and now they got one. So this week now they have ready just in time for their anniversary. They have a cask machine, so they'll be pouring off their new beer engine for the first time ever tonight, actually. And then over at John's Marketplace, they have, John, you're going to love this, they got Pliny.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Russian River stuff's all hitting everywhere now.
Oh, yeah. Russian River has come to town, and the first keg blew within 40 minutes, and all 3 were gone in under 2 hours. So
Wow.
thanks for everybody that came out. The Pliny has come and gone.
Wait, but there's usually the elder and the younger. And
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it the elder that you can get all the time?
And Blind Pig.
Yes.
Blind Pig and the Elder.
And then what is it that they had? Was it the younger?
They had the younger
Younger's the one you can't get.
$10.
Who was that again?
That was John's Marketplace.
John's Marketplace. There
Yeah.
you go.
And then
I'm
last.
sure beer mongers will get that eventually too.
Oh yeah, they probably already have it. They're just waiting until everybody else sells some of theirs, so they can be the place that has it instead of one of the many that has it. It's usually better to people can hopscotch, and it's a little
Is
more.
it bottled or in kegs?
Draft.
Oh,
Draft,
nice.
yeah. Bevel Beer, they got some cool stuff going on. They have beers with brewers. This is an event on March 22nd where you can enjoy 4 of their competition brewed beers and learn how the beer is judged and awarded. You get to basically hang out with the brewers themselves. They're very talented people. They love to talk about beer, and if you do too, it's a really great opportunity. It's and you got some time on this, so it's
That's at the end of March, you were saying?
yeah, towards the end of March 22nd. So that's 4 beers that they're going to be submitting to the Oregon Beer Awards competition later on in the year. So
That's cool.
They usually wind up going home with some medals too. So these guys know what they're doing.
I have something that's a little closer in the timeline.
Oh, please.
I don't know if you saw it. It's
maybe.
called the Old Tavern Rat Barley Wine Invitational,
Oh,
hosted by Horse Brass.
Yes. Well, we mentioned that last week, but I love anything having to do with Don Younger. That was his voice that you heard talking about how it's not just the beer. It's not about the beer. It's about the beer, which is something he was famous for saying. And he was called the Old Tavern Rat. That was his nickname. Lovingly.
Yes, an old-fashioned hard-liver beer fest for scallywags, scoundrels, and old tavern rats.
Oh, yeah.
In other words, all the best people. An ode to the legendary publican and Horse Brass Pub's late founder, Don Younger, a.k.a. Old Tavern Rat.
Yes.
As Don would famously say, it's not about the beer, it's about the beer.
Yeah.
Today, you might say, barley wine is life.
Yes. Yes, barley wine. You got to be careful drinking that because it will. It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's going to feature a 20-year-old young, 20-year young
Oh, okay.
barrel-aged barley wines on draft at Horse Brass's new event room.
I see what they did
and
there.
sheltered breezeway next to the pub. So they
Okay.
have a new event room.
Yeah.
That's cool. In addition to the draft barley wines, there will be bottle pours of vintage cellared beers while supplies last.
Okay.
Expect beers from Anchorage Brewing, Firestone Walker, Rubens Brews, Fort George, Fremont Brewing, Freem, Alesong, Hair of the Dog, Obelisk, and many, many more. So that is Friday, February 28th from 4 to 9, and continuing the next day, Saturday, March 1st from 12 to 8.
Okay.
No cost for like a ticket or anything. There will be VIP packages offered, and it's $5 drink tickets for a 4-ounce pour.
Nice. Yeah.
And that's pretty much all you can handle with these super boozy barley wines and dark beers.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's apparently an inaugural festival. I didn't realize that it was like a yearly thing.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like it was founded in the spirit of publicans from San Francisco, Seattle, and Oregon that helped build the craft beer festival.
Yeah. They all the way down to like the Tornado. They used to participate in this. So, which by the way I think is up for sale. Tornado down in San Francisco. That's your old neck of the woods, B.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like it's kind of like in the Upper Haight district. I actually didn't really know much about it until Cameron Brown told us.
Yeah, I just saw him over at level 3
He was talking about
on Sandy.
this dark beer. I don't know. I was like in there doing the plants, and he was wearing this shirt. Something about death and taxes.
Yes, that's probably one of the best beers I've ever had in my whole life.
That's what he
hands
said.
down. Yeah,
and so we got it there.
We did.
when
Yes,
we
we did.
went.
We sure did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. Real divey, cash only, kind of like Apex
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
And,
Yeah, I've also had Death and Taxes at Beer Mongers as well. So that's I think the last time I had it. That was a few months back, maybe more. But yeah.
Well, that's all the news I have over here.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious to know about JP's second trip to Vegas in 1 week.
Yeah. Well, so yeah. Tell us. Tell us by the hour, JP. What was your experience like down there? You've been spending an awful lot of time in Vegas.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why? Because they don't have concerts up here.
Oh, okay. So it's the concerts,
It's
not
the
the beer.
No, it's not the beer.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not the beer.
We're pretty sure you like Abel Baker a lot.
I love Abel Baker. Go there a lot. Yes.
Uh-huh.
We're at Abel Baker. I had a dry Irish stout there.
Okay. Like the one I'm drinking?
Yes. Just like the one you're drinking. It was a 4.8.
Oh, okay.
Alcohol.
That's pretty close.
It's called Night Row.
Okay.
Night Row. And then after that, we went to a newer place.
Okay.
Just a couple blocks away called the Las Vegas Brewing Company.
Oh, yeah.
That hasn't been there that long.
You were telling me about that the other day.
And I had the annulment ale, which
Okay.
is an Imperial Hazy IPA.
Wait, did you say annulment ale?
Annulment ale. It's Vegas.
Oh, right. That's probably something that happens there a lot.
Yes.
The rampant weddings sometimes turn into rampant
go.
annulments.
And then I also had their main IPA. They're called West Coast Junkie.
Oh, okay.
So we had that. That was an interesting place. It's it's a good name. Hasn't been around that long. You would think people would have come up with that, Las Vegas Brewing Company.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't. So let's see. Then after that, we went to Cerveza.
Oh,
They have their own Cerveza.
Wait.
always a good time.
It's not related.
No.
I was like, oh my God.
Well,
they
it's
have a
called
location there?
Cerveza. Cerveza.
Cerveza.
Cerveza, okay.
Yeah.
Which is the Spanish word for beer.
Beer. Right.
Cerveza.
And that place was rocking. Holy cow. It was a tap house. And that thing was packing. It was late. And it was, I had a Beechwood Brewing IPA there, Beach Foo.
Oh, nice. Well, Beechwood is currently being featured at Function.
Yes.
And we're going to get to taste the Beechwood beers next Monday
Oh
at
my
the
God.
Northwest location. So sorry for the sideline, but I'm
Yeah.
so
It's
okay.
excited.
Nothing wrong with
because
that.
I didn't get to try Beechwood beers at
Oh, there
the
you go.
Northeast location because they just had so few of them over there. But they're featured over in Northwest.
Yeah. They what was it? Was it Slice that was featured
Yes.
last week?
Slice and no, Slice was the month before.
Okay. You're right. It was Slice and Bottle Logic.
That
and,
was that was just
Shred.
That was it.
I knew it started
Shred.
with an
Shred.
S.
Yeah.
Shred and
Shred Beer
Beechwood,
Company.
and they're both out of California.
That's right. Yeah, listen to last week's episode. My memory is a little fuzzy. Must be something to do with the beer.
Stoner.
There we go.
I don't do that.
There we go. Then another beer I had was the 8th anniversary of the EPPIG. EPIG? EPIG?
EPPIG.
EPPIG?
I wonder what
EP
that stands
Pig?
Epic.
EPIG?
for. Epic.
It's their 8th anniversary. They're out of Vista, California. They had their 8th anniversary there celebrating in Vegas.
Cool.
And
lot of
then
people
and
do
then we
that.
kept rolling from there, and then we went to Tap and Ash Cigar Social Club.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
And I smoked cigars until they kicked us out.
Wait a minute. Haven't we been there before?
Probably if you've been with me in Vegas, that's
That's
where we go smoke cigars.
Yeah, I think I've been there with
That
you.
sounds fun.
Yes. And then the next day we got up before Super Bowl and we went way out of town to the new brewery called Evolve Brewing.
Evolve.
Evolve. What it is Aces and Ales was a tap house in the area for a long time. And they had a couple places, but they finally came up and they got their own brewery going.
Oh,
It's called Evolve. It's way out of town. The thing is huge.
wow.
Place is huge, has a huge area for people with kids and a huge area for people without kids.
Wow.
Okay, nice.
So it has a lot of food too, a lot of options there.
Is it like food cart options or
No,
like,
they're a full restaurant.
Wow.
They
nice.
and it was a lot of product, and I had their main beer, which is called Big Mouth.
Big Mouth.
It's called it's an American IPA, 7.1%. It's a West Coast hop forward IPA. So I had that's their stock beer, and their other stock beer is an Imperial Double called Friendly Beast.
Friendly Beast,
And
huh?
it's an 8.1% Imperial Double. So
Okay.
they're what they are is they're not bad for beers for Vegas. Let's put it that way.
How far outside of Vegas
This was
are they?
10 miles, but it seemed more like 30
Wow.
because how
'cause
far away it was.
It was like flat desert land.
Flat right out by Blue Diamond, right before you get up into the hills, right before you get in the Red Rocks area too. So
Wow,
it was
okay.
very pretty out there. And then at the end of the day, on Super Bowl Sunday, we ended up at the Yard House,
Oh, nice.
Oh, Yard House always
Yard
does a
House
good job.
because it's right underneath the where airplanes land.
Oh, I miss the Yard House that they had here.
Yeah.
It was a really great bar.
And so weird is people in there will order beers in a yard glass.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it's 3 feet. It's a 3
3
foot
foot.
tall glass.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Is
they don't-
that
they
why
don't-
That's
a lot
the
of-
name.
A lot of people don't realize
I never knew.
how big a yard is.
Yeah, it's 3 foot
Whoa.
glass.
Yeah, it's
And-
just a little bigger than a meter.
Is it a boot?
No, it's a.
It's a real glass.
It's a. It looks like a thermometer. It's
Yeah.
got a fat bottom and a skinny thing and an open top. But the thing is, people order these and you're going like, the beer's gonna get warm.
Uh-huh.
It's sort of a lot of, and they're not easy to drink. It takes 2 hands.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
It's just odd. But what I had there was the first time I had was their stock IPA made for them, which is made for them from Stone Brewing. Makes
Oh,
it there
okay.
because they don't make beer. Yard House don't make beer. They're based out of Irvine, the Yard House company, but Stone Brewing out of Escondido makes that beer for them, and it's okay beer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
It's, what are you going to do? The weird thing is there's a nice mall out there, and I'm telling you, it seems like the planes are only 100 feet above you when they're landing.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're really big and they're really loud.
That's kind of cool to watch.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
If
but
you're
why
going
would you
there to
build a
watch-
mall under there? Because
well-
it's sort of loud all the time. And I don't know if you know, the Vegas airport is sort of busy.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
They're-
Well,
they're cranking things out.
like here in Portland, the airport is like 20 minutes from town. In my hometown, we have an airport in Sarasota called SRQ, and I
It might be 20 minutes from your town. It's
and I
about
was-
7 minutes from my house.
and I was in the
okay?
Air Force. I spent a few years on an air base, so I don't know. I don't really mind the sound of planes.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying it's odd. And then I did have one more beer at the airport,
Okay.
and then they have an Irish pub at the airport.
Oh.
Nice.
So guess what I had? I had a Guinness Harper Premium Lager.
Okay.
A pale lager by Harp. So,
Oh.
what's so great about
Can't
Vegas?
go wrong with Harp.
What's so great about Vegas, you can buy alcohol from anyone that sells it and go anywhere with it.
Okay.
There's no restrictions.
Yeah.
So it's the only airport in the world
You can just like walk around with a beer.
and smoke
You can smoke.
What?
cigarettes.
Wait, really?
Yes, anywhere.
Inside?
It just wandered around with the beer. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Huh.
It's you can't smoke weed.
I
They
was
have
gonna
signs
ask, can you
everywhere that
smoke
say
weed?
no, even though it's legal because it's not federally legal.
Uh-huh. And the
And
airports are federal.
federal.
Yeah.
Guess who's trying to take care of that?
Well,
Just saying.
that would be cool.
What did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's federalize legal.
Let's federalize it.
Hey.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah. So
I think everybody wants that.
Yeah.
yes, because again, you still don't. Here's the thing with that though. Still, is like
Wrong button.
Sue's mentioning other places that you can smoke cigarettes and cigars. They don't allow you to smoke weed in Vegas, and I think that's because you can actually get high from someone else smoking weed next to you.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
I didn't actually say that. You can like ask me to say it on demand if you must.
Oh, okay. I like having a
I
button
did
though.
too.
Yeah.
But you can't. So like at the cigar bar, if you smoke weed in there, in theory, someone can get high by just being
I guess
near
that could
you.
make
Smoke
sense. And if you're consuming alcohol, you're just getting
It's
drunk
really hard for
yourself.
the other person to consume your
And
alcohol.
if you're smoking cigarettes, the other people around you
Can
won't
get
get
cigarettes,
lung cancer.
but no, but they won't get high.
Yeah, I
And
guess you're
You
right.
can get contact high, yeah.
Oh,
Some people don't
cigarettes,
appreciate
you
that.
can still absorb some
I
contents of
usually think
cigarettes.
of that as
but
like a gift.
Yeah.
Like, you're welcome for the good vibes.
Not everybody does though.
not
you
everyone
know?
wants to get high.
Yeah,
because,
not everybody has a really good
you
reaction
know,
to
they
that stuff.
like,
Everybody,
be able
there's
to drive their
yeah.
Uber and speak English would be a good thing.
Yeah. Everybody's got their poison, and or some people, don't. They're dry, but yeah, different strokes for everybody. We all. I think it's always important to respect that. But that's just really surprising that you can do that at that airport.
I know.
Just walk around with a cigarette and a beer in your hand,
Yeah.
huh? Just
And all you
like
have to do is when you-
1987 all over again.
Yeah, and all you have to do is when you get your alcohol, they just ask you, is it for here or to go?
Uh-huh.
If you here, they'll give you a glass. But if it's to go, they'll put it in plastic.
Okay. Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
I'm just
nothing wrong with that.
my mouth is on the floor.
I don't understand actually on the alcohol thing why everyone doesn't do that, because you still got to be 21 to purchase it.
Right.
And like, is it really hurting
I
anyone
don't
if you're
know, I
drinking a
guess
beer in the, you know what I mean? And
It's
waiting
not like
for
it. Like I feel like drinking beer to go necessarily doesn't increase public intoxication.
No.
No.
I mean, I don't necessarily think, because if you're at a bar and you go somewhere, you could be publicly intoxicated.
or you
that
have
way.
to chug it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the beer, you go, oh, you better chug it before you leave.
Well, maybe it's like a
So.
walking around okay thing.
Uh-huh.
But maybe if you got like a beer to go and you picked it up in a car, you shouldn't be driving with an open.
Well, I'm
But,
guessing
like,
you
you
can't
know?
drive an open container.
So maybe it's like
But
acceptable
you can
if you're
still
going to
walk
walk
everywhere.
around.
Right.
Well, yeah.
And so that's why it's like okay at the airport and okay at the strip.
Yeah, and the casinos
yeah,
that are
yeah.
the size of a football field.
Okay. Okay.
Because you'll get lost in them and need to find another beer
Beer.
before you would be able to get in a car and drive.
The other neat
yeah.
thing, though, is they serve alcohol 24 hours a day.
Wow.
Just saying.
Is there food 24 hours a day in Vegas?
Yes,
too?
yes, there is.
That's cool.
Not so much, but yes, there's still food 24 hours. There's everything 24 hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Blueberry Hill,
Yeah.
24 hours a day, except for one location,
Okay. All right.
which we could see out of our hotel this last time.
That's cool.
The whole restaurant we always go to, we could see it out of our hotel.
Isn't that the breakfast place you guys go?
the breakfast place?
Yeah.
That is one cool thing about Las Vegas is there's always something to do, no matter what
Yes.
time of day it is. There's always something
Yes,
going on.
it isn't closed down.
Yeah.
Now, it was sort of way better than that before COVID. Everything was open here at least till 11.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And maybe even 12, but
Yeah.
now that doesn't happen because I don't know what. You know what? It's all business decisions. And they found out being open that extra hour or two ain't making them any money.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Because
So.
you just got the one idiot sitting around all day, and your employees are happier because they're getting home an hour earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So they're happier. You're saving a little money on that. So
I could see extending your hours later in the summer when
Right.
here it doesn't like the sun doesn't set until
Till
like 10
10.
p.m. You know.
no, I agree with
so
that.
like maybe stay open until 10 or
They don't.
11
Yeah.
during the summer, but I wouldn't ever want to do that in winter. Like
No.
it would be
because
totally
it gets
a
dark here at
waste.
5.
Yeah.
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 And by the time 8 rolls around, you think it's been dark forever.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like ready to go to bed at that point.
But
Yeah.
of course, beer mongers open till 11 every night.
yeah.
Gotta love beer mongers.
We love
We
beer.
love those
Yes,
guys.
we sure do.
When we were on our way over in the car, Damian was like, okay, the bartender at Double Mountain is named Dave. And that means there's another Dave
Gotta love Dave.
over at Beer Mongers.
Yep.
And then there's, I think, another Dave, but we're like, we
Gotta lo-
love the Daves.
Gotta love the other Dave.
Well, see, is there another
Gotta
name
love all the
at
Daves.
Culmination right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Culmination is
How
done
many
in a
more
couple
days?
There are no
Yeah.
Daves at,
They're done
at Culmination. but
Saturday.
Yeah, they're done Saturday.
Saturday.
I'd go over there tonight, but I'm guessing they close at 9.
Yeah.
Probably.
Boy, Ezra's been roasting the shit out of them on New School beer.
Well, you know,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
allowed to share news and he's allowed to share the story. I mean, he's a reporter, so
yeah.
he's going to.
He's very, very one-sided, and yeah, I feel for the
well,
investors
like
as well.
other
but
news isn't.
Well, I'm guessing he might have been one of the investors.
Oh, that would be an interesting
yeah.
take.
I'm assuming,
That
you
would be an
know,
interesting
that
take.
would.
It just seems like he got a hold of one dude that goes in there, one of the investors that goes in there maybe once a
Yeah,
month,
they got screwed a lot too.
and just had a lot to say about it, and he just talked to the one guy.
Well, I
But,
mean, okay, so he's
There's a lot of really cool stuff that came out of that brewery
Heck,
as
you know how
well.
many beers
so.
I had there at one time?
The Phaedrus was awesome.
105 beers.
Some really great
Wow.
brewers.
Good
Bron-
food.
Yeah.
Last time was
Good
June
food.
18th of last year.
Yeah.
We were there last week.
Yeah, they had the seeds of something great, It's
Yeah,
just
I have to go there this week.
Yeah.
Just,
You should let us know when you go, because actually they're
we'll join you.
they had a lemon lime kolsch.
Oh,
last
that
time
thing
we
is the
it was-
bomb.
So we were just finishing up a kind of long day of work
Mm-hmm.
of plant maintenance, and Damian was like, "Why don't we go over to Culmination?" And I was so thirsty. I was like, "Oh my god, I just need a huge glass of water. I'm so parched." But then that lemon lime kolsch totally hit the spot. It was so refreshing and so good. And I actually converted you because you had got something else first.
It's true, yeah.
And then I gave you a sip of mine, and you were like,
Oh my God, yeah.
Well, here's the thing is they're not even open on Mondays.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well, no, yeah.
Yeah, and they close at 9 o'clock every day of the week.
Yeah, Ryan was trying to get us to go there, for the
know.
past year, but I was like, dude, they're not open on Mondays, and
Right.
that's when we get together. So they stopped doing Mondays, which, I mean, when we started out, that's like was the slow day. So I mean, a lot of places don't like to be open on Mondays, which it's no big deal.
They're all hungover from Sunday.
Well, it's a low volume day. So-
I heard that on a commercial actually earlier when we were driving around. It was like, everybody is so hungover from yesterday because it was the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you get free Starbucks coffees today.
Yeah, I got a free Starbucks today.
She did, yeah.
I did.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I got an email about that. Just a tall, hot coffee for those rewards members.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a very planty week for me because I've been running the shop over at Clover and Booch.
Yeah. With the kombucha.
And I've also, so it's a whole nother realm of the plant world I've been able to get into, and I've been talking to so many amazing people about their plant collections, inspiring people to get out there and kind of do what Green Goddess did in the beginning, which was just take photos of your plants and create the community around yourself.
Yeah, girl, you're a trailblazer, and we should definitely drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Well, before we get going, I just want to let everybody know that.
Here I'm taking pictures of my plants.
Oh.
Not my plants.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God, can I see?
Yes.
All right. Well, we can't
That's a
see that
really
on the.
That's a really cool Joshua tree.
The Joshua tree. Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, we can't see that on the podcast, but I do want to encourage everybody to apply for the Glenn Hay Falconer Foundation Siebel Scholarship. That is ready to go. It's offering 2 full tuition brewing education scholarships in 2025. So we did a really great episode with Quentin from that organization last year. If you want to dial back to last year's podcast, I think we did that around the same time this year. Let's see.
Yeah. Over at Belmont Station.
Yeah. We talked to him. We did
And Lisa.
Yeah, we had a phone interview with Quentin, and we had Lisa Morrison from Belmont on.
That was a great episode.
It was a really wonderful episode. Lisa's great. She is the former beer goddess.
She is the beer goddess.
She is. Well, yeah, she is still the beer goddess, but that was her handle when she worked at KXL.
Ah, well, I think you can still be the beer goddess.
Yeah, I think she can. Yeah, I still consider her the beer goddess. She inspired me to do what I'm doing now. And then Everybody's Brewing is celebrating its grand opening. They have an expansion outside the scenic Columbia River Gorge, so check that out over in White Salmon. And then Punk in the Park comes to Portland's Tomahawk Waterfront Park. That's a really interesting event. They have VIP tickets and a beer tasting pass. So you guys over 21 are really going to be enjoying that. Some really great stuff. That's going to be Saturday, June 28th. That's way, way down the line, though. So, but for some reason, that's popping up on the calendar right now. I think that's everything, guys. Anything else? We did try to make it to Lazy Days the other night, and then Breakside, but we were trying to get burgers, and when we realized
that was last night.
Oh, was that last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
We were in Beaverton. I was leaving the plant shop. I was very hungry. And
Oh my goodness.
Quite tired.
Yeah. Well, we were in the mood for a burger, and we
Yep.
couldn't find a burger.
Because I needed enough time in between closing the plant shop and then going to Ranch Pizza there to do their plants. So they close at 9, and I got off at 7:30. So we were like, okay, let's get a burger. We went to Lazy Days, no burger.
Yeah,
we went to Breakside, no burger.
We forgot, and that's totally our bad. We forgot that Lazy Days in Beaverton is the one that does the pizza, and Lazy Days on Flint Street is the one that does the burgers with the fries that we really like. And then Breakside over there in Beaverton, they have the food carts, and one of them does do burgers and fries, but the burger cart was out of fries. So yeah, we just that's one of the lovely things about downtown Beaverton is they have plenty of options.
There we go. We went to In-N-Out in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Because guess
Speaking
what?
of burgers,
It ain't busy.
oh,
It isn't?
No,
That's surprising.
There's a jillion things down there.
oh yeah, I guess so.
I mean, there's everything's down there, so
Yeah.
nothing's really that busy.
What did you think of it? Is it as good as people say?
Oh, I've always liked it.
You've
yeah.
always liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I like Loyal Allegiance better,
Yeah, totally.
Smash Burger, but it's pretty cheap and pretty fast, and I don't like the fries though.
No?
yeah,
The fries are weird.
yeah.
What are they like?
They're like styrofoam.
Ew. You know,
It's in. Sue was telling me it's some weird ass oil too.
yeah. Peanut?
Peanut?
No,
Like Five Guys does like special fries and oil. I think they do peanut
I
oil.
don't like the fries, but
No.
burgers are cheap, and their milkshakes are cheaper in hell too, and they taste really good. So
Yum.
Nothing wrong with that.
Production
Oh.
is
That was too soon.
there we go.
Too soon. All right. Well, guys, I think that's a show. Thanks so much for joining us here at Double Mountain in North Portland. Check out any one of their awesome locations, and be sure to check out Lazy Days. We love our friends at Lazy Days.
I'm Jake. I'm Ryan.
and I'm Avery with Lazy Days Brewing, and you're listening to the Brew Happy Show.
We love those guys. So check out their 3 conveniently placed locations. You can check them out at lazydaysbrewing.com and learn all about their wonderful beers and foods. And yeah, always check out Double Mountain and their awesome beers and ciders and delicious food. And if you're in North Portland, definitely stop by for a pizza. I think this is a show, and thanks for listening to the Brew Happy Show, everybody. I don't just like you, I love you, and I want to have a beer with you. Until next week, keep brewing, but brew happy. Cheers.
Cheers.
This production is brought to you by Brew Happy Media, the ultimate brewers media resource. For more information, go to thebrewhappyshow.com and brewhappypodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Brew Happy. For more cigar pairings, please check out our sponsor, paulcigars.net. Questions, concerns, advertising, or guest relations, please reach us at brewhappypdx@gmail.com. Remember, brew happy, drink responsibly. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Wow. It should be more ambient. Right? Yeah.
Damian, I need more beer.